A few months ago, one of my subscribers asked what I thought about Richard Torrez Jr., noting that he reminded them of a heavyweight from the 1970s. It's not a bad comparison. Visually, he fits the mold. The stocky frame, the mop of hair, the thick mustache straight out of a vintage adult film. There's definitely a throwback aesthetic going on. At first glance, Torrez may appear undersized by today's heavyweight standards. Maybe it's the way his weight is distributed. A lot of it seems to sit in his legs, but he's listed at 6'2" and 230 pounds. By 1970s standards, that's a solid, even imposing figure. But in today's heavyweight landscape, it edges towards the smaller side. So how far can Torrez go? That's still hard to answer. The modern heavyweight division is populated with behemoths. Even a technician like Joseph Parker stands at 6'4" and came in at 267 pounds in his last fight. At the top of the weight class right now, we have some big men who are skilled, mobile, and punishing. Tonight, Torrez takes on Guido Vianello, a modest step up, but a meaningful one. Vianello isn't a world beater, but he's solid enough to provide a clearer read on what Torrez brings to the table.
You know, Torrez is an athlete. You can tell right away. Quickness, agility. You see it. He's a thinking fighter, too. He's just not a pressure guy. I like the fact that he picks up the tempo early. He's not a guy that shies away from that action. He loves the action. He's looking for a big shot, left hand.
Might be the only time in his professional career, one of the only times that he's a taller man.
Yeah, I know. That's let go. Allen, let go the hand.
But his fight is televised on ESPN.
Add that too.
Good left hand right there from Torrez. Sneaky shot. Sneaky shot right there that hurt Nelson.
Go.
Ooh,
Two-punch combination. Left hand came in, as did a right hand against the entire flank of Nelson, who just collapses down in the neutral corner. He has blood streaming from his nose as he was beaten down by that combination.
He's not good, but respect for getting up.
Look at the short left hand finishes it. First round knockout. Richard Torrez Jr. The first step on the path.
I ain't never seen this before.
Now what is going on here? Because the way Rosales, the referee, waved things, everybody would assume the fight's over. The referee mechanics there clearly gave everybody the impression that it was. And now Nelson comes in and throws two right hands.
Nelson says, I got a little bit of fight left in me.
What in the world? Every week we say the same thing. Just when you thought you'd seen everything in the sport, you haven't.
This is bad.
Oh, my goodness.
Range. Keep him off you.
You can see that blood dripping down in Torres's eye.
The old trainer used to tell us in the gym, keep him off you like he stinks. Because he's just awkward. And with the momentum of Torrez and the awkwardness of Nelson, they're going to continue to clash.
Oh! Big shot, floors him.
He was somewhat off balance when that shot landed.
7, 8. Officially second knockdown of the fight. Turns him around that time. Tries to clip him with a right hook.
My goodness.
This is wide open brawling from Nelson every which way, and now flopping down, and it finally is over.
He had an awkward opponent. But the good thing is, even though he got cut, he got out of there with a win.
Boxing on the outside now, and I'm talking about Torrez Jr. as opposed to just coming straight forward.
He just clips him off.
It's a matter of time.
Look at that.
To go to sleep.
Sends him back with a three-punch combination.
Oh, my goodness.
Straight left hand splits the guard. And they're stopping the fight right then and there. Not even 1 minute into the fight after that combination, Eddie Hernandez, the referee, calls an end to the fight.
Thank God.
He's making his way into the Nevada State Boxing Hall of Fame. It's a big year of Hall of Fame entries for our broadcast partner, Andre Ward. All right, you can see right away Richard Torrez coming out and being more the aggressor. That's what he told us yesterday, Timmy.
That's what it's all about with him. You got to understand, he's a small heavyweight. And I said, you know, how important is it for you to stay true to yourself? Oh, my God.
Wow. 20 seconds in, knockdown scored against Canedo. Canedo was just TKO'd in the 5th round in his last fight in March, and Torrez puts him down in the 1st. Here comes the Olympian, Torrez. Young man from Tulare, California. Big left hand and a huge right, and it is a face plant. Destructive power from Richard Torrez Jr. 3-0, 3 knockouts, and Canedo is down and out. They are going to get him medical attention right away.
But he has to learn how to avoid that big punch. And if he can do that, he can go far in his business there. Just clipped him right there.
Break. Oh, time. Come on. Listen. Come here.
Looping right hook.
Time. Listen. You two are going to listen to my commands. Stop holding and let's box. We're not wrestling. Time in.
Mercante taking control in the ring, much like his.
Come on, we hit a box. Stop holding.
That's why he was cut in his pro debut after dropping his opponent twice. Everyone thought the fight was over. It continued. Ended up getting a 2nd round knockout.
Hefney might not win this fight, but he's certainly trying to land that right hand. He's trying to walk Torrez into a trap.
Ooh, nice left there from Torrez, and he puts him through the ropes momentarily, and down goes Hefney.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Walk to me.
And right there, he tried to set up that left hook by moving off the line. And here he has Hefney in trouble once again. Sets up the right hook.
That's it. Hold.
Say what you want to say about Torrez. 6'2". He doesn't hit hard enough. He's too short. He's this. He's that. He knows what he is, and he's applying himself right now very well.
Nice body shot too. He's showing new wrinkles.
Doing his fight, baby.
Listen. 2nd warning for holding. Stop holding. Next time I take a point.
Watching, left-handers, especially the small guys, and that's refreshing to hear a big guy watch those guys and try to pull from that, but he can never forget that he's a heavyweight.
Yes.
And so it's a different kind of fighting. Pull from him, but stay who you are.
Yes. Nice combination punching from Torrez. Left hook inside. Hefney goes down to a right hook to the body.
I think that's more of the accumulation effect right there.
6.
Looking for a place to land.
8. Walk towards me. Walk that way. Walk that way. All right. Let's go. Time.
2 rounds in the books.
This level of opponent to get it because he's so aggressive that inevitably he's going to land that big left hand and right hook. He's going to have to step up the competition if he wants to get more rounds.
You see that left landing once again for Torrez.
I like his verb.
Oh, how about that left? Straight left, and now another left to the chin. And it just seems like a matter of time until Torrez gets the right range for a finishing shot.
Torrez is smothering his work. He's got to take a deep breath.
Reload. Boom! There's that left. And Hefney. Oh, come on! What is he doing?
Man.
Mercante needs to let these guys fight.
Torrez had him on the brink.
This is an ugly fight, but it's too much. He's interjecting himself too much.
Let go.
He's interjecting himself to the point he might catch a shot.
Tying up is part of boxing.
Yes.
It's like I get fatigued. He's getting beat up. It's going to be that right shot that lands that ends the night.
And he's looking.
That might have been it. It was to the top of the head with the right, and down goes Hefney, and Richard Torrez gets his 4th knockout victory. This time, the longest fight of his professional career. Maybe not as clean a performance from Torrez because he wasn't allowed to do his job by the referee.
And Liam Wilson, as Navarrete tries to become a 3-division world champion. We start with Torrez, who we have been impressed by and entertained by. Dre, what do you look for tonight?
looking for what Torrez has been doing, which is be extremely aggressive. You can see him right now. He's still very anxious, young in his career. He likes action. And I think he's going to get this guy out of here in this first round.
Bryant was a late substitution.
We're not going to wrestle like that.
He found out midweek that he was going to step in for Christopher Arnold. He's a 13-year pro. He's a former football player, played at the University of Miami, at Louisville, had a cup of coffee in the pros as a free agent, as well as playing Arena League.
Way to beat before he throws his punches. And fainting.
Ooh, man. Sometimes I find myself in there fighting and reacting to the punches that I'm seeing being thrown.
Torrez trying to go underneath with that left hand to the body. Power hand nearly caught Bryant off balance that time. Two-punch combination. One to the top of the head that got Bryant. Goes underneath with the uppercut. Final half minute here of round number 1, and Torrez scoring.
Let him go, James.
What's going on with these referees slapping fighters?
They stand back, too.
They got to stop that.
Here we go, let's box.
Big shot! Torrez floors him in the final seconds of round 1.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Bryant unsteady. They'll assess him.
Oh, my goodness. He got to let him fight. Oh,
Saved by the bell as he stumbles back to the corner.
Ankle hurt.
Ooh, the perfect punch for the perfect situation. You see right there, Bryant leaning over his front knee, and Torrez lifting him up with the uppercut.
Now you could hear, fight is over. You could hear in the corner James Bryant with veteran cutman Stitch Duran also chiming in with advice to the trainer. As James Bryant said, my ankle is badly.
More than just a puncher. He said he's been working on his boxing ability. He wants to set up a beautiful knockout off his boxing skills.
Willie Lake Jr., late start to the game. Didn't compete into the ring until he was 28 years old. Awkwardly just lunging to the inside against Torrez.
Got hit with a shot. He just started resorting to slugging. It's in his nature to be aggressive.
He's a heavy-handed heavyweight.
Off his head, off his head.
Top heavy build, strong guy.
I got you. No
6'2".
wrestling. No wrestling.
And as of right now, Jake is doing the right thing. He's making it an ugly fight. He's attacking from the outside, but then he's getting close and trying to slug it, and then he gets caught.
Southpaw hook just laid him out. Kiki. Big time power here in round 1.
7, 8. Come to me. You good?
Let's see. Thudding shot. Goes to the body with a series of punches. Just missed with the uppercut. Right hook came in. This is a barrage of headshots, and it is over. It is a first-round TKO victory for Richard Torrez Jr. Fought back in February in this same ring and had a first-round knockout. Had to deal with a torn oblique. Finally comes back on this night of
F.A. Jagba. Tyrell Herndon lost to F.A. Jagba in July 2017 by knockout. F.A. Jagba will be our main event against Joe Goodall on November 4th in Lake Tahoe, so don't miss that fight.
Yeah, you cannot relax when you're in the ring with Torrez Jr. I mean, if he has one hand free, he's using it.
He won't let you relax, that's the thing.
Herndon is sitting in that corner trying to tie it. He actually grabbed one arm. But how he's able to get inside is with that. That joust right there.
Trying to set up a shot as Herndon was bouncing off the ropes. Torrez has heavy hands, but so far Herndon has been able to take his shots here in Rosenberg. Richard Torrez is known as a gentleman boxer for his genuine and humble personality outside of the ring, but inside the ring, as you're seeing now, he turns into something completely different.
He's considered a small heavyweight in this generation. So he has to get close. You know, he has to maul these guys.
Yep.
And that's what makes him different. He throws. He's very entertaining because he throws a lot of shots. He don't shy away from the action.
He's aggressive but undersized, but he's high tempo, as we saw by the 15 landed punches there. Nice 1-2 from Torrez, and down goes Herndon.
6, 7, 8, 9.
Up at 9. A minute and 55. We want to see more from him, but his MO is, I don't get paid for overtime. I get paid to put guys on the canvas. And that's what he's trying to do to Herndon here in the second round. The fight's outdone. Yep, once you turn your back, as Tyrone Herndon did, the referee's going to step in, and Richard Torrez gets the stoppage win by technical knockout in the second round. Maybe not as spectacular as we would have liked in terms of a finish, Tim, but in the end, the first knockdown was
Of the opposition to be able to set up your back. Extremely important.
Comes from an athletic family. Both his father and his mother are bodybuilders who compete. He says, I've been working on my body now after the Olympics. And you see the quick work, angles, and combinations.
You see the angle? You see the nice little turn, step around? Oh, look at the angles, Lomachenko.
Hey, it's the tap dancing, baby.
Trying to tell you, taking that weak side angle right there. That's beautiful stuff. The weak side angle is towards that lead hand, and you're getting around, y'all.
Just like that.
Man, look.
That was Marcus Pacquiao-like,
man,
from the other guard, but
that's some sweet stuff right there. See, positioning. Major thing in boxing. So you always want to put yourself in a position.
he's here tonight at the fight, so he's fighting for a lot more than just himself. But you see the quickness and power of Kiki Torrez going to work here on Don Hainsworth as he has him up against the ropes. And Raul Caiz Jr. is keeping a close eye on what Hainsworth is doing.
That's exactly what the referee needs to see what Hainsworth is doing, but he's taking a big shot right there. It's over.
And the fight is over as Torrez repeats with that straight left hand. The power, precision, work rate of Richard Torrez Jr. showing why he is so vaunted after his Olympic run. He's fun to watch, man.
He is fun to watch.